Yo, what up? Saint Sandra here, and we're here talking about what I learned solo queuing to platinum, maining Spider-Man. And let me tell you, it was a journey. It was a learning lesson. It was an experience, and it was a journey, man. I grinded to platinum in about a day, honestly. I got to gold in about a couple, maybe a day or two. I'll say I got to gold in about 2 days, solid, and then I got to platinum in about a day. So that's a pretty tough grind right there, just knocking it out, putting some hours in the game. And I did that playing as Spider-Man. So today what I got for you guys is just some Spider-Man gameplay, a couple games where I was using Spider-Man. And I used some other characters, mainly Captain America, when needed. I dropped a video previously kind of giving my strat on how I was able to Lord Spider-Man and just kind of my overall gameplay strategy on grinding up these ranks. And I talked about how I like to use Cap on the offense, so if we're pushing point, I generally like to use Cap just to get that Vanguard in there when we need it, take some extra damage, and really just push point. He does a lot better pushing point and protecting his supports. And then I generally like to switch to Spider-Man if we're defending and pick off their back line. But yeah, you can see we lorded Spider-Man, and this is before the new skin that came out, so just got some quick gameplay and gonna talk about what I learned, man, doing solo queue. And let me tell you, solo queue's tough. So if you don't know, you got up to 6 players. You can get, if you have a squad, I mean, great. If not, then you're on your own. And let me tell you, it is kind of tough coordinating with teammates or other players that you just don't know, that either don't have mics, that just don't give a shit, that are willing to throw games. Look, man, I've been through it all. I've had people throw games because they didn't want to switch or because somebody took the character that they wanted to play as. You would think that as you get up into the higher ranks, you deal with less of the nuanced bullshit that there is with this game. You would think so. And unfortunately, that's just not the case. You still deal with the same bullshit that you deal with in gold, silver, bronze. Matter of fact, you deal with the same shit that you deal with in quick match as you do in platinum. Deadass. I will admit, you do have better players in platinum in some of these higher ranks, and I'm working to get to diamond here, and the overall goal is to maybe sit at grandmaster and just kind of play around there a bit. I'm not banking on getting to anything above grandmaster, nor do I even believe that I want to, because just from seeing other players, other homies, other communities, and subreddits and stuff, other content creators and YouTubers, from everything I'm hearing, it's not that fun at the highest level, like grandmaster and winnable. It's not that fun. And you know what? I can believe that. Other competitive games, once you get to the higher level of competitive, like competition, it just gets so sweaty and so just attention to detail that is needed to compete. It kind of does take away from the fun of the game. So right now we're having a lot of fun with this game. We're pretty content with our rank right now, sitting at platinum 2 or 3. I kind of been going back and forth, so we'll get up there. Like I said, it's a grind. To me, it feels like a numbers game. It really does feel like a numbers game. That's another thing I learned. You go on a win streak, and then, I don't know about you, but then you just go on a lose streak. And I mean, I went on a 7-game losing streak and lost and went down an entire rank. I almost hit silver. Before I ended up going to platinum. I grinded all the way up to gold, lost 7 games straight in a row, and then went down to gold 3. I was like a game away from silver 1. And then we turned it around, and what I credit to turning around my, I don't know, the momentum or just the discouraged gameplay I'd been having of loss after loss after loss, I credit a lot of that to rallying the team, man. As we know, this is a team-based game, and unfortunately, if you do not have good players or good teammates, it's not going to be that fun for you. It really won't. And this game is super dependent on your teammates, on the different roles that they support, or different roles that you may be lacking in. And a lot, or the fundamental pattern within the games that I was winning, within the win streaks that I received, was that I was able, and I take full credit for a lot of these times I was able to rally my teammates. You get into a match, some of these folks don't have mics. This game in particular, we had mics, so it's nice when your team has mics, because then you guys can you can try to at least try to coordinate, communicate, let your team know what's going on. Like if you got somebody pushing your back line, they can yell out and shout out, "Yo, someone's pushing my back line." You can get back there, help out. you can communicate what you're struggling with. And what I learned is having a mic, yo, that's a game changer. That right there in itself is the advantage. If your team has a mic, you already have the advantage versus the team that doesn't have a mic. That's strat number one, having a mic. And I mentioned this in a previous video, but honestly, it sounds cliche, but having a good attitude, yo, you'd be surprised. You would think kids that grew up in Halo lobbies and Call of Duty lobbies talking shit, calling kids retards, you think players would not be so sensitive, but boy, would you be surprised to understand and learn that motherfuckers are stupid sensitive out here, like 12-year-old girls sensitive. You tell them one thing, constructive criticism, just some feedback, just some help, people go sideways, man. People really stress out and get anxiety and get mad and end up throwing the game, man, because they don't want to. I don't know. Maybe these are the same kids that grew up with participation ribbons and shit like that. Who knows? But having a good attitude will carry your games. You know, even if your team, if you got a player that just sucks, instead of being like, bro, you suck, and as much as it might be true, maybe saying something along the lines like, yo, Luna or Rocket ain't cutting it. That in itself is just a lot better than saying, yo, Rocket sucks. And for all purpose, a matter of fact, it could very well be true that Rocket sucks. In my overall opinion, Rocket as a character in this game kind of does suck when it comes to healing. He's very useful. Don't get me wrong. He can kind of carry a team. A good Rocket, spamming heals, and it's hard to catch him. But he just doesn't give enough healing, and he doesn't have a defensive ult like a Luna or a Cloak and Dagger. He's not able to protect himself as well as Cloak and Dagger or Luna or Mantis. You know, they have some abilities that can kind of ward off somebody from attacking them. So having a good attitude will really carry your games if you're trying to communicate with players. And that for me worked out tremendous. And honestly, another thing is players, and you might fall into this category, but a lot of people just do not like being told what to do not like hearing it, a lot of people just do not like hearing it. And so what I've learned, a far better way of communicating or just expressing what you need is to take the responsibility on yourself. So instead of being like, yo, Cap ain't cutting it, Cap needs to work, Cap needs to step it up, Cap needs more kills, or whatever, Penny, drop some goddamn spider mines. I can't stand playing with a Penny on my team, and she doesn't drop spider mines. It's like, why do I play in a fucking game, and there's a spider mine every goddamn corner I turn, but when they're on my team, I got fucking Pennies dropping spider mines on our damn spawn and shit like that. Like, what are you doing? Be useful with the character, please. You know, so instead of telling them they suck and to get their shit together, it has been more helpful for me to take responsibility for myself and just be like, hey, I'm struggling getting in there. I'm struggling getting on point. Or look, I can't heal, or I'm struggling getting heals off because so-and-so's attacking me. Or so-and-so's in your back line. I'm struggling. Hey, this Iron Man's on my dick. I need help getting him off. That, I've noticed that form of communicating, for whatever reason, players, strangers, your teammates respond a lot better. Look at this. So what I just said right here, I just told my teammates, I don't know these guys. We all had, some of us had mics and we were communicating, trying to coordinate, and it's working. This is a pretty competitive match right here. It's pretty close, but I was struggling with Cap. You can see I went back to Cap. I straight up said, hey, let me go back to Spider-Man. I need to hit their back line. Because throughout the course of this game, I noticed nobody was dying, and they were just trucking along. They were just marching the objective. And I was like, damn, their back line, no one's really taking their back line. And as Cap, I couldn't get in there. I couldn't get in their back line, and it just wasn't working for whatever reason. So I was like, let me go to Spider-Man and let me hit their back line. I took the responsibility for myself. And then I put the ball in their hands to kind of adjust and figure out what they need to do. And that's the best you can do. That is literally the best you can do. Is just take responsibility and communicate what you can do, what you're in control of, and then really just hope for the best with your teammates. And if they have mics, even better, you got the advantage. But that alone, that simple, cliche little thing is what has carried me to plat. And I'm talking well into plat. I mean, I was well into plat too. I might be at plat 3 now as of last night, but we're grinding, man, and we're making it work. And you can see here, man, these games that I've got showcasing for you really highlight how just communicating, having a good attitude, and taking responsibility is going to carry you to wins. And you can't win them all, but at the very least, it'll make your games like literally more competitive. Instead of just getting rinsed, getting swamped on for what, 7, 8, 9 minutes straight. You know, at least we're getting into third rounds. You know, that tells you, if you're getting into the third round, that tells you much more competitive, much more of a closer match, and that's what I personally want. I want it to be competitive. I do not like just getting rinsed. I don't like that. Because you can't learn from anything. You can't learn from that. And I learned a lot this I'll say this week, okay? Today's Friday, I'm dropping this video. So from Monday to Friday, okay, I was able to get from from essentially silver 1. I'm telling you, I was literally at gold 3. I was a game away I went from almost silver 3, gold 1, silver 3, in between there, to platinum in like 3-4 days. I don't know, and I mean, I'm not putting in crazy hours in the game. I maybe have like 100-something hours in this game total in the last 2 months. That's not that crazy. So I was able to learn a lot just this week, and I can't say how much it's gonna change as I keep grinding up higher in the ranks, but I'll be honest, man, not much changes. Not much changes from bronze to platinum. You still deal with knucklehead, you still deal with assholes, you still deal with dumbasses, you still deal with cheesers, you still deal with throwers, you still deal with the same shit. And you know what I will admit though is I have had players on my team that'll just tell me like, sorry boys, wasn't locked in, that's on me. You do have people that just take more responsibility, so that's kind of nice. But aside from that, nothing much changes, man. The only thing that changes really is your gameplay. And it just comes with practice, and that just comes with learning the characters, and it just comes with playing well with others. And that's really what this game comes down to, is playing well with others. So, I'm gonna keep it short, man. I was kind of ranting there for a little bit, but we got some good gameplay, and I was using Spider-Man again, like I said, switching up between him and Cap, getting to that platinum, and let me tell you, man, we're having a lot of fun with this game. So, hey, if you like this content, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Come check me out everywhere. Come join the Discord. You can find a bunch of other players there if you're playing Marvel Rivals, who are always, whether it's PC, PS5. Sorry, Xbox players. I love ragging on Xbox players, but just don't have a lot of you guys in my Discord. So come check out the Discord St. Sandra server. And don't forget to come check me out on Twitch, man. We stream regularly, and we have fun. Like I said, I've been telling people I'm new to this, just being consistent. And having fun with it. My streams, we have, we got shit in the background, we be chilling, having a good time, and just dropping some more content out for you. So again, if you like this, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the video, man. Stay tuned.
Spider-Man with the amazing Spiderman! Got your back. Gonna get sticky. spider nest. Yeah. Behold, dark child. Feeling good.
Friends, gather around! Disappear!
Spiders. Yeah. Gonna get sticky. Yeah. Yeah. Be sure those are bad guys. The symbiote Spider-Man returns. Round and pound.
Single stands with you!
Is there a doctor in the house? Pin and Mason chicken soup. This is real firepower. Yeah. Spider Fist is ready to punch. Yeah. Spider Fist is ready to punch.
Hadley! Stop them! Charge!
Yeah. Go fast with the amazing Spider-Man. Round and pound. Once I get you stuck, game after my step. Spider-Man, watch out! Nightmares like the old days. Round and pound. Pin and handmade chicken soup.
It's now or never! Stop them!
That's a problem. But I'll try to get more comfortable. Yeah. Spider Fist is ready to punch.
It's spider time!
It'll be all right. Someday. Put some pep in my step. Spider Fist is ready to punch. Yeah.
Disappear!
Round and pound.
Bring me 60 seconds up.
Behold, dark child.
Unleash!
Yeah. This is real firepower.
30 seconds.
This is handmade chicken soup. Round and pound. Yeah. Gonna get sticky.
Time! Disappear!
This is real firepower! Spider Fist is ready to punch. Symbiote Spider-Man returns. Yeah. Spider Fist is ready to punch. Go back with the amazing Spider-Man! Nice. Yeah. Gonna get sticky.
Hostile, coming in fast!
Yeah. Yeah. Spider Fist is ready to clear the spider net. Hit this part. Gonna get sticky.
Secure this zone.